Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Lofi Beats Radio podcast. I'd like to thank everyone who had a chance to check out the first episode. I appreciate the support. Actually, order of business here, I'm going to get this out the way before I forget it. I got hit up by wafflesf.creamcheese on Twitter. Shout out to him or her. I don't know. But shout out to that individual who was asking about the show and what was going on with it and when I was going to have another episode out. So I appreciate you keeping me on my toes. When I did the podcast before, I didn't know, as I mentioned in the podcast, I didn't know how it was going to work moving forward in terms of how often I would record episodes or what this was going to be. It was just something I did on the fly and made happen. But since then, I have decided to release a weekly podcast. So this is going to be weekly. The way it'll work is I'll work on getting it finished during the beginning part of the week. I'll try to have it uploaded Thursday evening before I go to bed so that those who are in later time zones, I'm in Pacific time zone, but those in later time zones will have a fresh podcast available Friday morning. So essentially it's a Friday morning release, but it'll be me putting it out Thursday evenings. I'm going to do the best I can to be consistent with it. And if you see me slacking, hit me up like our friend Waffles Cream Cheese, something like that. like our friend hit me up and just keep me, doing what I need to be doing. Since the last time we spoke, a lot has happened actually. I wanted to have some more episodes out by now. But just to give you a little background on me, I am a reservist in the military. And so I did have to go on some military orders. So it kind of delayed some things. And I also completed my beat tape / instrumental hip hop album called Moonlighting. And I had to take a few weeks and just focus on that just to get it done because it was something that was really important to me. And it was sort of teetering near being finished, but not quite there. So I had to focus a little bit. So got that out the way, got the orders out the way, and here we are with a new weekly podcast. So I'm very excited about it, and I just hope to get some more feedback and some people giving me some ideas and whatnot. In fact, if you have music that you'd like to be featured, you can definitely reach out to me always you can hit me up at Andre Ramone music at gmail.com. But specifically for the podcast, there's an email address of lofibeatsradio at gmail.com. So either way, hit me up. As far as where we're at this week, I put together a nice little mix for y'all. I mentioned the last episode that I was trying to find some diamonds in the rough. This one is a little bit different. The mix that I put together is more some of my favorite joints, some of my favorite lo-fi hip hop tunes, and they're ones that should be pretty familiar. If you listen to a lot of mixes out there, you'll recognize a lot of the tracks from various artists, like Seneca B and Jinsang, people like that. I think Jinsang's in this mix. I said that without even thinking about it. But as always, after the mix, I'll come back and give a wrap up and give you the track list so you can check everybody out. And that's mostly it. The other thing is, I can reiterate after the mix, but just to kind of give you a heads up now, the next episode is going to be a special episode. It's going to be me just playing a mix of my beat tape. And so I don't even think I'm going to have any kind of segment like this where I'm talking to y'all, maybe just a little quick intro and get into it and let the music play. So I want to share it with y'all, and I'm very, very excited about it. It is out now. You can stream it wherever you stream music, buy it wherever you buy digital music. And there's also andreramone.bandcamp.com. So keep that in mind. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into this mix, and I'll be back to talk to y'all afterwards. Just chill, relax. It's chill hop, man. That's what we do. It's lo-fi, chill music. So we're going to post up and just check this out. Grab that coffee. Whatever you do. I'm a coffee guy, so that's what I do. So I'll be back in a bit.
I'm on it now. I was a bit off track for a while, here and there. Not exactly knowing who I was. Now I think I know.
She bless sunshine. Breathe in and hell vapors from bright stars and shine. out. Weed smoke, we trace the skyline. Heard the bass ride out like an ancient mating call. I can't take it, y'all. I can feel the sea breathing, chest heaving against the flesh of the evening. Sober for a die like the last train leaving.
J go from crack smoke to goddamn $100 million in a week, nigga. So anybody anybody can do that, man. That Lamborghini you got, bro, anybody can get that, man. Get fresh, anybody can do that, nigga.
Don't ignore what's happening here. We're having some kind of powerful, weird alchemy, and you have to pay attention when that happens. Stuff is not to be treated lightly.
Listen, I actually just came out here to have a cigarette, okay, and relax and do my thing.
Yeah.
So, maybe another time.
Yeah, but there may not be another time. Okay, I may never get this chance again. I mean, we may never, be able to return to this moment.
All right, so we're back. I hope you enjoyed that. As I mentioned, it was some pretty familiar tracks there. You should have recognized some of those. And real quick, I'll just go through the track list so you can reach out. Sorry for the noise. I'm actually in my daughter's room. I didn't have to go in the closet this time. My daughter's actually away at a sleepover, so I just hijacked her room real quick. But here we go with the track listing. The first track is, I was right. There was a jinsang track there. That track is called Pure. Artist is jinsang. Really, really dope. Next up, we have Flowers by Seneca B. Seneca B is a beast. If you don't know her, check her out. And all of these artists are on SoundCloud this time, so I don't need to say it individually. Next, we have this one. I wasn't quite sure how to pronounce it, but o-nei-ric tapes. O-nei-ric tapes. And the track is So Much on My Mind. Obviously, the Mos Def sample. It's one of my favorite verses, one of my favorite hooks, or from that Mos Def song. I can't think of the name of the original track off the top of my head, but it's from the Black Star album, and it's just crazy. Mos Def is unbelievable. Next up, we have Nymano with Solitude. Then we have 90s Flav with Call Me. Just love that track, man. Just love it. We have Kaizen 92 with Mood. Then we have PJ Masters with Bassti. / To All the Ladies in the Place. We then have Altitude with Trains. We've got jhfly with Sheets. And there is Matador with Raw Cuts 006. And last but certainly not least, we have Rookie with I Fell in Love with You One Night in September. With the Ethan Hawke movie scene there. And I only know that's Ethan Hawke because when I heard the track, the first handful of times, I was like, whose voice is that? I know that voice. So I had to look it up. I just took the dialogue that was said and Googled it, and of course it came up and I saw the scene. So it's Ethan Hawke with I forget the actress's name, very pretty lady. Her name escapes me, but just a little tidbit there for y'all. Anyhow, that's it for the mix. Let's see what else we have. What do we have? Just to reiterate, the next episode will be my beat tape. It's going to be played all the way through in its entirety. It's called Moonlighting. It is available now. I dropped it on 6/20. It is my first album of any kind. I've never released a project other than, handout CDs from back in the day when I was pursuing being an MC. Me and some of the homies, we put together little albums and stuff, but nothing official. If you check, iTunes or Spotify, you're going to see some various tracks that I've been featured in. But previous to 6/20, there was no album, but there is now. It's called Moonlighting. It is very, very close to my heart. I put a lot into it. I approached it like an album, so it's different vibes. But I feel like it's there's a lot of continuity to it, even though it's a few different vibes. It's definitely lo-fi hip hop. It's instrumental hip hop. You even get a little bit of Andre Ramone vocals on there on one of the tracks called The Hero and the Coward. I'm working with a few different, music sharing, I don't know if they're organizations or how to describe it, but a few different folks that share music to try to get some music shared on some different channels. So that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. But it's available. It is available, and there's always the Bandcamp account there where you can purchase it, or if you just like to stream music, you can do that. Whatever works for you. It's really just a project to get the music out to the world. So I just want people hearing it. I want people to share it. Very excited about it. So again, next episode, that's what you're going to hear. And I definitely look forward to getting some feedback. In the meantime, if you want to reach out to me, as always, Lofi Beats Radio at gmail.com, Andre Ramone Music at gmail.com. Hit me up, andreramone.com. Where else? I'm on YouTube as Andre Ramone Music, Facebook, Andre Ramone Music, Twitter, A Ramone Music. And if you just Google me, you'll find me. I'm everywhere. Mostly. I haven't got on Snapchat yet. I don't know that I want to, but all the other big players, you'll find me there. So with no further ado, that's about it. So I hope you all are having a blessed week. Happy 4th of July. This is the last time I'll talk to you before then. I love 4th of July. It's a lot of fun. So I'm going to enjoy my day off. Wish I had two. Not every company's doing that, even though the 3rd is on a Monday, but I'm not going to get into it. Anyhow, I hope all is well with everybody under the sound of my voice. And as always, God bless you. And I will talk to you next week. Peace.